Alright, does everyone knows what God's promise is?
Life.
Someone knows. Close.
Love.
Happiness.
Love. Anyone else? Yes, you got it right. You get all early. Same until the end.
What's that?
Well, I promise you, each of you a Tootsie Roll.
Those aren't good.
Just as if God promises his love. Now, does anyone know the story of Job?
Yeah.
Job? Awesome guy. So if you, in past times, would you have something to say?
Nothing. I'm good. I was a little upset.
Well, if you go back in time, basically, if you want to be like the top dog, you would have a huge farm, big family. Job had 10 kids, 7 boys, 3 girls. Just huge. He had just about everything. And he feared God, and he loved God, everything. He did not do one thing without if God wasn't under his command. So basically, in the beginning, Satan came up to heaven. And he said that Job was very unique, not like any other Christian he's seen before. So he said, you know what, I bet I can get him to turn anyway. I bet he can give in to sin just like every other one. And so, so then God was confident. He knew that Job had it in him not to give in to sin. So God was confident in Job. He was very strong. And so basically the challenge was on. And Satan was he was convinced. So in the very beginning, after he has thousands of animals, everything. And basically the first thing that happened, Job was kind of out doing stuff, and he received 4 different messages. And in the beginning, the first message he comes, guy's frantic, stressed out, and he says, raiders came and they destroyed everything, and fire was set all of the livestock. He said everything's gone. So just right there, that's terrible. You just lost everything. So that's like you have Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and someone just blew them up. You're gone forever. All your prized possessions gone. So that sucks enough, and that's how he makes his money. And then as he's talking, another messenger comes and says, your children were at the oldest brother's house having, I believe, a dinner, and a huge gust of wind came, and the house collapsed, and basically your whole family's dead. So, lost his family, lost his Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Right now he's pretty depressed. And then the 4th message came, and his wife is dead too. So, he just lost everything. And at that point, has anyone ever felt that God was not there? Like, something bad is happening to you, and you feel like you're all alone. Is that one? Boom, boom. I feel like God, you figured it out? So at this point, would you think, oh, God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you taking away all my stuff? So basically, he never gave up. He just prayed to God, and he just kept saying, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And his friends actually came in and suggested that, hey, maybe you're doing bad things, and this is just punishment for what you've been doing. And Job was very convinced that he was not doing anything wrong, and he was still living, and he was not giving up his faith. He knew God was there for him, and there was a plan for him in the end. So as time goes on, he actually develops like this really weird like skin disease, like it's covered in like this weird stuff. I mean, mold,
Boils.
I mean, so he looked disgusting. Ferrari's Lamborghini's gone, wife gone, everything's gone, and his life is basically ruined. So after all of this, Satan goes back up to heaven, and he's just like, Job's not what I expected. He's not giving up any faith, and he lost. This is all a gist, by the way. It's a much longer story. But he said, Job was not what I expected. He was faithful the whole time. He didn't stop believing in you, and that's what, as a teenager, I mean, when something happens to you, all you want to do is blame someone else. Am I right? Anyone agree with that? Raise the hands.
When you're an adult,
something bad happens to you, or someone confronts you, even your parents, the first thing you want to do is point your finger saying, I'm right, you're wrong. That's how it always is. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to be mad at them forever. I'm going to be mad at them forever. And the next day you're like, I guess I'll have some pizza. So like after that, just once you just get over that and realize that you're the one doing something wrong, just have your faith and maybe try to learn from your mistakes. And in the happy ending, God restores Job's health and makes him twice as rich as he had before. So your Lamborghinis and Ferraris, they're all back ×2. So maybe you have like a jet now, probably like a bouncy house, indoor hot tub, indoor pool. You probably have just about everything that you ever imagined. What do you want? Who wants something in their house? That anything you can have, twice as much. What do you want?
Indoor swimming pool.
Indoor swimming pool. I already said that.
Now he's got two of them.
Anything? What, water bed? You just want a bed?
$1 million swimming pool.
$1 million what?
$1 million swimming pool.
Sports car? I think a Ferrari might be out there.
How about a 18-foot TV?
How about I just want a bigger house?
Your house.
That's what I was about.
The whole house.
Humongous
The
house.
whole house.
So, restored him twice as much, gave him 10 more children, and gave him a wife to love. So, basically, in the end, what I'm saying, in times when you think that God's not there and you think your life is over, I mean, He still has a promise. Always love you. Bum, bum, bum. That is the end of my sermon.
You just ruined it.
And everyone gets Tootsie Rolls.